My buddy, when I used to train, I trained when I was like 20 to 26, and my buddy was like, "Why do you do that?" And I was like, "I don't know, just to like protect myself." He's like, "Yeah, but what's happening to you?" And I was like, "Well, you never know." And he said, "Yeah, you do." And I was like, "Yeah, you're kind of fucking right, man."
Most of the time you do. He's kind of right, and then he's definitely not right all the time, because obviously people get fucked up all the time.
Of course. But he's like, you kind of know where you're always going to be, and it's going to be fine. And
most of the time.
Most of the time. I know he's being general, obviously. You never know what's going to happen.
But he's right in the sense that you put so much effort into self-defense, and it almost never comes up.
Right.
Like, wow, your whole life was preparing for something that never took place.
And then you get to a point where if you're known for it, like nobody's going to fuck with you, so it's like, then it's definitely never going to happen.
Oh, that's not true at all.
No, you're right. You probably got fucking assholes that want to...
Guys fuck with Chuck Liddell.
That's
how crazy people are.
That's so insane to me, yeah.
I mean, Chuck Liddell, if you ever look in his eyes, he has the eyes of a leopard seal. Like, you look in his eyes,
he really is a predator.
He's a fucking straight up predator. Like, anybody who talks shit, and by the way, super nice guy.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. If you met him on the street, he's the nicest guy. He's super friendly.
I saw his thing with on like Undisputed or whatever the hell that show's called with. Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy. Anyway,
dude, I was at a club with Chuck Liddell way back in the day when Chuck was the UFC light heavyweight champ, and some guy had said something to one of his friends, and it was like some douche moment. Who knows what was going on? Just a bunch of silly people.
Yeah,
and his buddies, everybody was meatheads. It was meatheads on both sides. This guy came over and said something. And Chuck Liddell stood up, turned around, and looked at him. And this guy looked like he saw a fucking ghost. He looked into Chuck's eyes. It was like there's a type of dude that you don't start fights with, right?
Yeah.
But meanwhile, still people fuck with him.
Yeah.
To this day, people fuck with that guy.
I guess it's kind of the equivalent as somebody going up to a comedian thinking that they're funny and doing a joke.
Some people are just clueless.
Yeah.
They will walk up to the scariest motherfucker on the face of the planet and start shit with him. I ain't afraid of you, bitch. There's got to be guys who do that to Alistair Overeem or Brock Lesnar. People are retarded, man.
That's so weird. All you got to do is shake one of these guys' hands and you're like, oh you're a tree.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, dude. I mean, you shake Tate Fletcher's hand, you're like, oh, you're you're cattle. Do you know what I mean?
He's a small moose.
I mean, even you, dude. I honestly, one of the times we've said hi, I shit you not, and I'm not blowing smoke. We said hi. We did one of these and one of those fucking side hugs. My jaw hit your fucking shoulder, and for 2 days, I was like, I think it's okay.
Dude, you gotta get out more. You gotta chew gum. It's good for your jaw. Get that bazooka.
But like it just hit the wrong way. It was, you know what I mean? It was like
jaws are weak, man. Jaws are a stupid design.
It's the unfair part of the human body, besides dick and balls.
Yeah. Have you ever been dropped? You ever been punched and dropped?
In the balls?
No, in the chin.
Oh no.
It's the weirdest thing, man. I've been rocked before, but I got dropped once in a kickboxing fight, and my legs just gave out.
Weird.
Like it's never happened like that before, where it's like a switch shut off. I was totally conscious. I could see the guy. It clipped my chin, and my legs just stopped working.
So
they just went out from under me.
And see, I feel like if I got hit in the jaw with a foot, my jaw would just break.
Yeah, this was a punch. I got hit with a left hook.
Okay.
And I just dropped, but it was weirder than any time I've ever dropped before. It was everything shut off. But my brain didn't. But my legs just stopped working.
And so, did you remember it?
Totally.
Oh,
I
really?
never went unconscious. I was totally conscious. My body, like once he clipped me, my body just wasn't working anymore. It was like, dude, we're not working right now. Like,
no, we gotta take a break.
I tried to get up. My legs were rubber, and I got up to my feet, and I covered up, and he hit me with like a couple of uppercuts and dropped me again. But the whole time, like, my body was just not working anymore. Once he clipped me.
Oh, really? Like even minutes afterwards.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, wow, that's so fucking
I remember
weird.
I couldn't move. Like, I was trying to get up and just it wasn't working right.
Oh my God, that's gotta be frustrating.
Well, if you get hit really hard there, then the whole thing just shuts off.
Yeah.
It's such a stupid design.
Yeah.
Like, it's relatively hard to knock someone out unless you hit. That's weird. Like, people get caught in strange ways.
Yeah.
And they get knocked. Like, there's no science to when you get knocked out.
Well, also, you got to worry about, like, when you're hitting the ground, too. Like, that could fuck you up.
Well, there was a UFC fighter named Tim Hague who just died a week or so ago.
Really?
Right? It was about a week ago. He was in a boxing match, and apparently he'd suffered quite a few knockouts in the last year or so, and they really probably shouldn't have been fighting at all. And he got knocked out, and as he got KO'd, his head hit the ground hard as he was out cold. He bounced off the canvas of the boxing ring, and it sounded horrible.
But it was even though it was canvas. I mean, that's hard, but still.
I think it's canvas over wood, though. I mean, they only have like thin, like in a UFC bout, you got a good fairly thick canvas because there's so many takedowns and body slams and stuff like that. There's a little bit of give to that floor. But on boxing rings, it can be considerably stiffer. And there's different schools of thought. Like some people like a really soft floor because it makes it harder for guys to run. Like it's like almost like running in sand. And also safer if you get
like
knocked
more
out.
of a mat.
Yeah, more of a mat. Yeah. But the UFC is like a mat surface, but it's covered in canvas, which is kind of fucked up because you never grapple on canvas until you fight in the cage, and then you get ripped up. Like everybody gets torn apart by the canvas.
Yeah.